It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Here's Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one is on Towns.
First personal foul.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
At the line. 2 shots.
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
2-2.
And it's Harden with the ball for L.A. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Dunn. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Inside. And the dunk by Towns.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Back to Harden. It's rebounded by New York.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Towns. And stolen by Leonard. Now here's Powell. Here's the three. The shot. No good. Good D by Anunoby. Brunson scanning the floor. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Clippers ball.
Done outside. Back to Harden. Six on the shot clock. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back.
Bridges misses. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
Now Towns. James Harden missing on the three. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Substitution.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well for teams, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's McBride. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Eubanks. Simmons looking around. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Takes a three. Robinson pulls it in. .50 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Coffey. Nothing on the board. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Coffey. Eubanks with it. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Los Angeles shooting their third free throw shot of the game. .24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right wing. Here's Payne. Pass to Achua. So the wing on the left. Here's McBride. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
13-11.
Harden surveying the D. Back to Batum. Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And here is Zubac. Shoots over Towns. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, come on now. That's a big-time offensive rebound. The combination of length and explosiveness. Norman Powell, good night.
And the dunk by Towns.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. And here's Harden for three. Knicks with the rebound. Stolen by Harden. Here's Harden on the wing. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Shakes him. And the dunk by Zubac.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Towns. No good with the layup. Clippers leading by 4. Right side, Batum. And here's Harden for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
Harden's got 5. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And the Clippers call time here. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way things are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. .151 left in the first half of basketball. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The putback is no good. And so here is New York. The 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Clippers
outside Bogdanovich.
24.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the foul called on OG Anunoby.
OG Anunoby.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:12 left to play here in the half. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Bridges with the board. Knicks trailed by 4. Now Achua. Still scoreless. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Jr. First personal
And
foul.
with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league? Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to Jones. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by New York.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Pass to Eubanks. To the right side. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, leading by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Brunson. Still yet to score. For the tie. They get it back. And Hart has it in the corner. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
Looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Here's Zubac. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 10 points for Ivica Zubac. Back to Brunson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, this team relies, obviously, on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
And the Clippers call time here. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation. Oh my goodness, what a gritty finish from Zubac. Big fella, okay.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. 14 feet away. That one a little long.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
They now take the lead. Brunson's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
A 3 from Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Clippers ball. Clippers substitution. Ben Simmons.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Nobody near Leonard. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Brunson outside. To the middle. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. They get the rebound. New York moving it around. Cans it from downtown. Bridges got himself on the board with 3 there.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Harden outside. Over Hart. And the Clippers call time here.